We are getting ready and gearing up for a day and night of shark research. We're saving the blue and Fahlo. We got so much work to do, so let's go. We got a hammerhead. It's the exact animal that we want.
Great hammerhead.
Great hammerhead. To tag these animals, better understand their movement ecology.
Push it away a bit, please.
Yep.
Hey Mike, there's a black.
You're gonna be able to check
right behind your cup right there.
This animal. There's a satellite tag.
You see it?
You can be
Put it
part of this.
We'll see if maybe we
and help support saving the blue.
Oh, no, this is male. Never mind.
Help protect and save this species.
Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Oh,
So what's the thermal? So
that one just kept
but it's
constantly moving,
like pinch tag behind.
Oh my God. Okay.
It sounds like
Another one down. We've got a whole night ahead of us still. It is only 9:30 and we're potentially here till noon tomorrow. When you're on a time crunch like this and all these tags got to go out in a certain amount of time, you know, every day, every hour, every minute matters. So we're out here fish until the next day. There's 2 bite windows that are super important. So we're hitting the bite window right now and again tomorrow morning. There's no point in going home to sleep and come back out. Got to be here for the whole night.
That's a great hammerhead.
We're gonna do anything with this?
After a long night on the water and working up 6 hammerhead sharks, it's, I think, time to catch you up on all of Fahlo's shark species and what makes their tracks in the app different from one another. And that has to do with differences between the oceanic sharks, like the silky and mako sharks, which they just added to their collection, but also the difference between coastal counterparts, which would be sharks like the great hammerhead. Oceanic sharks like the silky and the mako are typically found in the open sea, deep out at sea, far from the coast. These sharks are known for their incredible speed and endurance, which they use to cover vast distances in search for prey. For instance, the mako shark is one of the fastest sharks in the ocean, capable of reaching speeds of about 45 miles per hour. Sometimes it looks like a jet stream when they take off like a torpedo, just like when we tagged them in Mexico. We secured that tag and we saw them take off like a rocket. I haven't seen anything like that. Whereas coastal sharks, the great hammerhead, are often found in shallower waters, closer to shore, comparatively speaking to a silky or a mako. But don't be surprised when you see a great hammerhead crossing large bodies of open water. These sharks are well adapted to both environments, using their unique head shapes to sense and hunt prey along the ocean floor. Each of Fahlo's sharks are unique. The great hammerhead stands out. It's the largest of the hammerhead shark species, reaching up to lengths of 20 feet. It uses its wide, flat head, known as a cephalofoil, to scan for prey, like stingrays, buried deep in the sand. They are known for being more solitary and often swimming alone, so don't confuse these with the scalloped hammerheads. Because the scalloped hammerheads has a distinct head shape with a series of little indentations along the front edge. These species form really large schools during the day, especially around seamounts. Just like that large seamount that we found where we found a scalloped hammerhead and added that to Fahlo's newest addition that you can track. Unfortunately, the scalloped hammerhead is listed as critically endangered, and that's due to a couple different things. One, being overfishing, and two, habitat loss. That's why your support in supporting Fahlo is supporting Saving the Blue with the purchase of a voyage bracelet or a shark plush. When you track, Fahlo gives back. And of course, the last of the Fahlo hammer lineup is the smooth hammerhead shark. The smooth hammerhead shark lacks the central indentation found in these other hammerhead species, giving it this very smooth-like appearance. It tends to favor cooler waters and can be often found in temperate regions. And unlike its counterparts, being the great hammerhead and scalloped hammerhead, the smooth is more tolerant to colder water temperatures in general. But there isn't too much known about this specific species. And so Saving the Blue continues to work to understand these animals through tagging. We can continue to take steps in the right direction for better smooth hammerhead management. Finally, our first shark of the day. We just saw some buoys go down. We're at the front of the boat, but you can hear everyone screaming at the back of the boat. You never know what it's gonna be out in the open ocean. We're hoping for a hammerhead or a thresher shark. Let's see what we got. I was out cold. Get shark on the line. We just showed up. It is a white shark on the line right now. A white shark. And this is gonna be the opportunity for Fahlo. Just a bracelet to follow a white shark. And this is very rare in Florida. The team is pumped because Saving the Blue has not done this shark yet. And we have one in Florida.
There you go, you got it. Okay. You got that? Well done.
Yeah.
Dude.
That is fucking crazy! Oh my god!
I was calling quits. I was out cold. Get the shark on. I'm like, okay, I'll get up. Let's do it. And it's a white shark. We put in the hours like this, you get rewarded. So cool to see that happen. Dude, unreal.
Do you remember like 3 years ago going on Tony's boat?
What a week it's been, and what a way to end it. 11 nights, 10 days, over 100 hours at sea, and some stints being 23 to 26 hours at just one time. We've covered miles and miles of ocean. 38 total sharks tagged, alongside all the other samples and all the other data collected, but most importantly is that all those sharks were safely released back down into the deep. And it's been a whirlwind of a journey. But the beautiful thing is that really it's just the beginning, because all these tags and all these animals allow me and you to follow these sharks' journeys, to continue to learn about them, with the goal to better conserve and protect them using science, but also education. And Fahlo continues to show up for our oceans and our sharks, opening the door for me and you to get in on that action and support Saving the Blue and their mission. So listen, if you haven't, grab yourself a Voyage Shark bracelet, start to track and become a part of this initiative to save sharks. Be one of the first to meet some of the new hammerheads, the mako sharks, and of course, the great white, which was the highlight of our trip that we tagged over the course of this last week. And remember, when you track, Fahlo gives back. What you have just witnessed is conservation at its most honest. There are no controlled environments out there on the ocean, no guarantees. Only experienced teams working in real ocean conditions to protect animals that the world has long misunderstood. And sharks play a critical role in maintaining healthy marine ecosystems, but yet they face a global decline. And that has all been driven by fear and misinformation. But Saving the Blue is changing that story. And they're doing that through science, through tagging and monitoring, and years of dedicated field research. Their team transforms moments like this into data. Data becomes science. Science becomes protection. Some of these moments may look intense. That's totally fair. And they are intense. I was there and very much was caught up in a lot of these moments. But that intensity reflects the reality of doing meaningful conservation work in the wild, in the real environments. And every action is rooted in the actual respect and care and genuine love for sharks. We believe this work matters. Saving the Blue has inspired me to care about sharks. We believe that the understanding leads to empathy. And empathy leads to protection through understanding, not ignoring or falling victim to that misinformation that media loves to spew. Now, if you want to support this mission, our mission to save sharks through Saving the Blue, you can go to the website linked in the description. You can join a research expedition. You can adopt a shark or track sharks through Fahlo and purchasing one of their voyage bracelets or one of their plushies. Because when you track, Fahlo gives back, and in this case to Saving the Blue, to get out there and do shark science. For the love of sharks, for the love of our oceans, and for everything we stand.